Leo Tolstoy once said, "All the variety, all the charm, and all the beauty of life is made up of light and shadow." This beautiful light and shadow can be captured in various ways like photography, painting, and even drawing. So even if you have little to no drawing experience, with a small amount of supplies, a few steps, some patience, and time, you will be able to demonstrate the beauty of light and shadow. As an art student, I have been taking art courses for many years and have honed in the skill of drawing and shading specific objects. Today I will be sharing with you my simple tips and tricks on drawing and shading certain objects. By the end of this presentation, you will have the knowledge to perfectly draw and shade a very smooth and round sphere that looks real and has the correct values. Before we begin, we must first gather the necessary materials to complete this sphere. Here are the materials we will need: white paper, 3 wooden pencils of different hardnesses, which include an HB, a 2B, and a 6B, a circle template, and an eraser. Now that we have the necessary materials, we can begin. First, place the circle template or anything that can be used to trace a circle out of onto the paper, either in the center or a little bit off center, depending on your preference. Grab your HB pencil and lightly trace out a circle onto the paper. Avoid applying a large amount of pressure to the paper. What you want is to barely be able to see the outline of the circle. Next, you will want to establish where your light source is coming from. According to Sadie Valerie from the Artist magazine, understanding how light falls on an object is fundamental to creating a believable illusion. I recommend, for better accuracy, having a reference sphere in front of you while you draw. Now you will want to grab your 2B pencil and mentally plan out the middle and bottom section you will be shading. Remember to always stay inside the lines. Do not shade in straight lines. Always shade in the direction of the circle to prevent your sphere from looking flat. Avoid shading the top where the light comes from and a sliver of the base where the shadow is most visible. Always start from dark to light. Begin 2/3 down the sphere and shade all the way towards the top of the sphere. Shade very lightly and decrease the layers and the pressure as you go up the sphere to decrease the amount of value you apply. Also, avoid placing your hand on the area with pencil on it, in order to prevent a dirty and messy looking sphere. If you must have your hand over the pencil shaving, I personally recommend placing a cover sheet over the area you will be placing your hand to keep the sphere looking clean. Also, remember you can always go back and erase the pencil and fix your mistakes. Now that you have 2/3 of your sphere shaded, it is time to work on the dark shadow of your sphere. Grab the 6B pencil and lightly shade the lower portion of the sphere, avoiding the sliver at the base. Do not press hard with the 6B. Add layers and lightly decrease the pressure as you go up for a better gradation. As you shade near the sliver, decrease the pressure to smooth out the value change. Now that the middle tone and darker tone is applied, grab your HB pencil and very lightly begin shading the upper section of the sphere, starting from where you left off. I recommend shading very lightly towards the light source. Avoid shading a small circular amount on the top to leave a highlight on the sphere from where the light would hit the surface. Now that we are approaching the finished product, look to see if any areas need touch-ups. Always make your values darker or lighter because, according to Dan from the emptyeasel.com, having a full range of values in a drawing looks way more natural. With that being said, now you have the knowledge to correctly practice and perfect your technique. When you are feeling confident about correctly shading a sphere, you can go out and hopefully challenge yourself with other shapes to add to your drawing arsenal.